Will you all please be seated? You're running. Your lungs are burning and every bone in your body aches for you to stop, but you keep going. You push yourself to run faster and faster. And at this point, the end seems unimaginably far away. But because it seems so far, means that the end must be dangerously near. So you keep running, faster, pushing yourself even harder. And you're there. And now, not before, is when you realize how glad you are that you had the willpower to continue on. A wave of gratitude washes over you as you stand there amazed by the perseverance inside that kept you going. Good morning, peers, friends, teachers, and most importantly, family. Perseverance. Perseverance, in my mind, is the key to all of our successes. It applies 99% of the time, no matter how great or small the situation. No matter where we are on our journey, some of you are just starting high school, and some of us here are nearing the end of our high school path. Perseverance is what you will have the power to get you through anything. You may not realize it, but every person sitting here before me today has strength inside to carry on, no matter what difficulty they may be facing. We are surrounded by perseverance on a daily basis. It's found in academics, athletics, and society as a whole. But often we don't acknowledge it. Today, I'd like to share with you a few of my experiences of perseverance that hopefully many of you will be able to relate to. I have everlasting gratitude for the privilege of attending a school when more than 46 million children, solely in Africa, don't get to go to school and would trade anything they have for a basic education. And it's not just a basic education here at Appleby. It's one of the most amazing learning atmospheres in the country. And that is one of my many motivations to persevere academically. Academics are a very large part of my life. I was born a nerd. Since grade 1, as I'm completing math problems and I see them close to the answer, I start writing really fast. I get this crazy look in my eyes. It just makes me so excited. But then there are those questions that just make you want to tear the page into little pieces, and it's those where I need to use my perseverance. Now, that's just one example. What about the English book that you need to have read by tomorrow? You have 170 pages to go, and it's already 10 o'clock. Or you just found out that a group member failed to do their part of the PowerPoint, and now you have to do it in just a few short hours. These are a few of the countless academic experiences I've had here at the school. But what I most commonly experience is needing to persevere during a tough day or classes when I'm going through a really tough time. Sometimes getting through a full day of school seems unbearable, and that happens, but somehow we all find a way to get through it. That somehow is perseverance. I try my best to persevere no matter how many curveballs the day throws at me. Without that determination and inner strength, there's no way I would be the person I am today. And I will always be grateful for my academic perseverance because it has brought me to where I am today, standing here in front of all of you as your academic prefect. Now, although I am super nerd, athletics have always been a big part of my life. I'm a basketball player, runner, volleyball player, dancer, soccer player, golfer, and when I try, I'm an absolutely awful skater. And I'm thankful for all of these things, whether I'm good at them or not. No matter what sport, I'm sure almost all of you can agree when I say perseverance is a big part of the game. When your muscles are aching for you to stop and rest, but you know that your team needs you, you find the power inside to maintain that energy and keep working. Whether you're skating down the ice, dribbling down the court, or setting up plays on the field, the whole team is working towards two common goals, either to win with pride or lose with dignity. On Monday night, the girls' varsity basketball team had our last game of the season against the second-place team. We were down by about 20 by the second half, but not once did I ever see anybody give up, stop fighting for the ball, or lose that look of competition in their eyes. I, being injured, could see all this from the bench, and it was truly inspiring. We lost, yes, but the hard work until the very end was good enough for me. Now, skating is another story. In grade 7, I went skating with a friend on a Sunday here at Appleby College. And last time I had skated was a few years back, but I always thought of myself as pretty good, and I figured I was older, and my skills had to have progressed with age. Upon my first few steps on the ice, I quickly found myself sitting on the ice. And I hit the ice probably 15 times in a half an hour. But did I ever quit? After the first half hour when I realized my future of being an Olympic skater was crushed, perhaps. But all during that half hour, I kept on getting up, no matter what. I have the skating posture of a beginner skier, I have to use one of those skating pylons that the 5-year-olds use, and I have to wear knee pads under my pants because I fall so often. But that has never stopped me from going skating at least once every winter. I think that's really the basis of perseverance. Life's going to knock you down sometimes, scarcely, sometimes every 2 minutes. But if you have the strength to get back each time, nothing can truly stop you. And finally, I'd like to talk to you a bit about persevering socially. When I came into grade 7 here at the school, I was already a nerd. Ask anybody here who is in grade 7. The thing is that being proud to be a nerd is difficult. When you're trying to make friends, it's in our nature to become someone who will please everyone else but ourselves. Fitting in is hard, and sticking to your true self is rare. Persevering in this aspect is extremely difficult. Now, going into a new school where you don't know anybody, like many of the upper ones here today, can be terrifying. You worry about friends, social standing, classes, the sports you choose. But mainly, you worry about being accepted. How should I wear my hair? Is it the cool thing to do to wear a sweater? All of these social concerns float around our minds, and sometimes these thoughts can be so powerful that they take over and they change us. You have to be really strong and fight back those feelings of fitting in. Because here's something I'm sure all the grade 12s have realized by now. There's a fit for everyone at this school. You can completely be yourself and know that there's going to be at least one person who will stand by you. Not the you created to please everyone, the true you. Now, my experience in grade 7 went something along these lines. Hi, I'm Cavelle. I love math, and I'm a 5-foot basketball and volleyball playing nerd. But I never once thought about changing that profile. My parents always brought me up to stay true to myself. And because I persevered through the fitting in stage, I can say with confidence that every single friend I have is my true friend and loves me for exactly who I am. And for that, I'm grateful. Remember that there will always be someone who will love you for exactly who you are. And if you can't find that person right away, come to me, because I love your true self. Anybody would be lucky to have you by their side because you are so amazing in your own special way. Someone very close to my heart once told me, it'll be hard for a bit. Of course it will. If not, what's it worth? It being hard means it has value in the end. If it didn't, we wouldn't be working for anything. To all of you, know inside that you are strong and can accomplish anything you set your mind to. And before you know it, you'll be crossing that finish line. Now will you all please rise and sing hymn 418.